Local residents had their voices heard by state government last week as Stacey Monahan, the Interim Commissioner of the Department of Transitional Assistance, recently held a meeting at the United Way of Greater Attleboro and Taunton. The department works to assist low-income individuals and families to meet their basic needs, increase their income, and improve the quality of life. The session at the United Way allowed residents to voice their opinions and concerns about the department as they make an effort to improve their procedures and policies.
Stacey Monahan, I'm the Interim Commissioner of the Department of Transitional Assistance, and I'm in Attleboro tonight to have a listening session. This is the 13th one that we've done around the Commonwealth, and it's part of the mandate that the governor gave me when he appointed me Interim Commissioner to do a top-to-bottom review of the agency and make any changes that are necessary. And I think the way to do that is to really come and listen to the people that have experience with the agency.
And now what are some of the concerns that people raise today?
I think some of the people raised concerns about our staffing levels at our offices and about barriers that people are finding with transportation and our child care vouchers so that they can actually get and maintain jobs. And then some people had concerns about our fraud, waste, and abuse and program integrity efforts, which are addressed in my 100-day plan that we released in March. And so we talked about that tonight as well.
You talked about new safety measures, new programs that are going to be enacted.
So it's a 100-day plan, and we outlined all of the timelines. A lot of the initiatives we've completed already, like the Departments of Corrections match, which we implemented 2 weeks ago, which gives a real-time match on a weekly basis with anyone who's recently incarcerated in Massachusetts. And so we go from things that have already been completed through October with things that we are working on that are more complicated technological solutions. We have 22 local DTA offices around the Commonwealth. Our workers interact with our clients, and the important role that they play in actually helping people, particularly people on cash assistance, move from dependency to self-sufficiency. People are in crisis when they come to our office, and the stories that they're presenting with, domestic violence cases or recently homeless and really tough situations, we only want to provide benefits to people that are eligible to receive them. And so that is part of the 100-day plan, is to really enhance the matches that we do. And so just to give you an example, we're going to be up and running with the Registry of Motor Vehicles enhanced match in a couple of months, and that will actually give us access to people's license photos. So you talk about your photo on the EBT card as an initiative that passed in the House budget, but the Registry of Motor Vehicle photo on file will actually allow us to do an inspection and a check on identity at the time of application. So we're not putting someone's photo on a card with a name that doesn't belong to them. So that is something that will really help our program integrity efforts. So we're making sure that, yes, you are Stacey Monahan and you can receive benefits. Another thing that match is going to help with is kind of the absent parent issue that didn't come up here today, but oftentimes, there is a process when someone presents as a single parent family. We have to go through a whole child support, if you know where the other parent is, the non-custodial parent, but we'll be able to see if there's other vehicles registered at that address and who those vehicles belong to, and that will help us determine that indeed, that's another element that we can use to gather that information. We just implemented 2 weeks ago a direct match that we're doing weekly with the Department of Corrections. So before we had a quarterly match with the Department of Corrections. We would get a match that someone was incarcerated. We would have to call the institution, verify that they were incarcerated, and then take action to close the case or reduce the benefits of that household. Now we're doing a weekly match directly with the Department of Corrections, so when we get that information, the response is automated. It's not dependent on the worker taking action, it's automated. So if it's a one-person household, the case closes. Otherwise, the benefits get reduced to reflect that there's not an additional person in that house. So it takes them out of the household grant.
If someone wants to find out more information or even voice their opinion, what's the best outlet, best way to go about doing it?
We have a website. It's mass.gov/DTA. And we also have a fraud hotline, which I would encourage people that have concerns to utilize. And it's 1-800-FRAUD-99. I was really impressed. It was a great conversation tonight, a great turnout, and it was wonderful to be in Attleboro.